coasts, he never stops. Look at the way he moves. Up and down. He must be double jointed. You gotta see this.
At least he's better than yesterday.
Zoom, America's largest killer of time.
There is no blood. No one dies. This is Zoop, the game, and we're so sure you'll get hooked, we're offering you this great deal. Rent Zoop and get a second video game rental free at Blockbuster Video.
Zoop, if you start, you won't stop.
Dave Whitney wanted the real arcade games at home, so he got them. Mike Rogers wanted them too, but he got a Genesis system by Sega. Why? Check it out. Arcade screen left, Genesis screen right. If they look the same, you've answered correctly. Besides, Genesis has real-life action in sports games, flying games, and adventure games. The hottest library going. So if you want real arcade action, there's only two ways to get it.
Dave, we got your golden axe.
Or get Genesis by Sega. We bring the arcade experience home. Until now, if you wanted real arcade games, you had to go to the arcades. Now you don't.
Hey, yo, $5.
Sega Genesis has changed all that with games that look, play, and sound like the real arcade games, because they are the real arcade games. From Sega, the masters of arcade entertainment. Now you can play Golden Axe, today's blockbuster arcade hit, at home with 2 new levels not even in the arcade game. Plus the hottest library of real arcade hits.
That's city.
But only if you own Genesis. From Sega, we bring the arcade experience home.
Target signal clear, magnetic heading 185.
Ground speed 880 feet per second.
While toy companies cut their teeth on dolls that wet themselves, we were busy defending the entire free world.
Lock detonation systems. Lock ordnance is hot.
Target is in the cradle, sir.
But now the real fun begins.
Mommy?
Introducing the Interactor, the world's first interactive game fest that lets you feel the action.
He can run, there's no escape. He can hide, that's his fate. He can fight with all his might and never win. When good battles evil, the real game begins.
What if he's hungry? He won't be hungry. Every other kid in the world's gonna feed him. Okay.
May your season be magical. Make it a blockbuster holiday.
Think of all the mature, responsible things you could be doing. Helping old ladies cross the street, proudly maintaining your yard, hanging with your folks, or cleaning your room. But get real, you'd rather be playing video games. You can rent them from Blockbuster. They've got more of the coolest new Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis games for rent than anyone in the world. So dudes, why not get your games at Blockbuster? It's the mature thing to do.
I said clean up your room. This isn't a game.
Son, the art's not done. You think this is a game?
No way, but this is. Blockbuster Video gives you more action, more challenges, the newest and hottest video games you crave.
In my day, life was a challenge, not a game.
Well, now it's both at Blockbuster Video, where the challenge never ends.
Give me the rock, give me the handle, give me the paint, give me the shoes. You have anything in a Gorilla Slam? Sweet. Give me that, not that brick, that brick. Give me him, some of that, and one of those. Showtime. Take his move, his move, his move. Not that move, that move. Money. Give me my house. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Bulls versus Blazers for Super NES and now for Sega Genesis. Give me that again. Now for Sega Genesis. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Young Bobby Engels has a problem. He needs to earn the respect of his peers. So he gets Sega Genesis, the ultimate action system. And then he buys Mortal Kombat, the arcade edition, and the all-new Shinobi 3, and Marvel's X-Men. Now, things are pretty much okay.
I said chocolate chip. Say it. Say it.
Introducing Castlevania Bloodlines for Sega Genesis, the most horrifying vampire hunt ever. 2 new heroes, plus hordes of evil enemies and ghastly ghouls. It's intense adventure from Konami.
Our beloved leader, President Dion, will now simplify your life.
That's right.
In the past, people have gone to extremes to decide the national champion of college football.
But now, it's easy.
Thanks to Dion. All the teams, so you can decide who's number 1 in the safety of your own home. College Football 2 from Sega Sports.
Please stop the madness before it's too late.
Sports.
All 108 Division 1A teams. Find yours. 108 teams, 7 conferences, 4 bowls. College Football USA 96. We're number 1.
Hand me the sacred spice, mutant.
Take it, but leave my Ultravision goggles. I cannot survive without them.
So you want to live in a comic book?
Greetings, puny mortals.
Welcome to the Comic Zone. Slay fiendish villains that get drawn back in page by hellish page. You'll feel right at home.
From the darkness of the oven, the slain beast.
We will live another day.
Comic Zone, only for Sega Genesis.
A bizarre crime has been committed. The public flabbergasted. Cops baffled. To John True Public, I say the scene is awful. Carnage, mayhem, despair, anarchy. The cool spots have been kidnapped, and only one spot is left to save his cohorts. He'll need your help. Make no mistake, you'll encounter crabs wearing underwear, demented cheese-slinging pajama mice, teeth with no head. But remember, that little cool spot is out there somewhere. You may be all he's got. Cool spot on Sega Genesis.
2 men enter the future with one mission: destroy the other first. Armed with awesome firepower, battle through 10 intense levels straight from this movie mega hit. Demolition Man, the future's only hope from Acclaim.
Where do we start?
How about his knee?
That's his face. If that's his face, what's this?
Get this! At school I found this magic lamp, and I wished for Disney's Aladdin for my Sega Genesis. It's like the movie! I got to battle sword-slashing thieves, and nasty palace guards, and ride a flying carpet. And I still have 2 more wishes. Prove it!
Sega Genesis and Disney's Aladdin game cartridge, each sold separately.
Day 19. I am concerned about the crew. After all, Echo the Dolphin is not just a game, it is an adventure. The graphics are so real, they don't want to go into the sea anymore. 27 levels of danger, mystery, and beauty, all through the eyes of a dolphin. Simply brilliant. Thank goodness, my trusty skipper Pierre has no interest in this new game.
Last night, I dreamed I was a dolphin. My name was Echo, and it was incredible. I was swimming in sparkling tropical waters. I battled sharks. I turned into a bird, and I was flying. Then, I survived it all to save the oceans from an evil alien power. It was fantastic. Huh?
Oh, he's not dead. He was just sleeping.
Oh, man. Get me out of here!
New Echo, the tides of time.
So you pretty much know what to expect from Eternal Champions, huh? Well, maybe not. You see, it has these 9 huge warriors. And they've got more ways than ever to kick your butt. You may never look at other fighting games the same way.
Eternal Champions, only on Sega Genesis.
Whoa.
Eternal Champions is gonna eat your old fighting games for lunch. No wonder. It has 9 huge warriors, 3 training modes, and over 315 martial arts moves. Bon appetit. Eternal Champions, only on Sega Genesis.
FIFA International Soccer for Sega Genesis. If it's in the game, EA Sports. It's in the game.
Got the perfect idea for a video game? Then enter the Fox Kids Create a Sega Video Game Sweepstakes! We're gonna send the grand prize winner to San Francisco to hang at Sega headquarters and help crank out a brand new Sega video game! And because you're a Sega maniac, we'll throw in a Sega Saturn and Genesis and Nomad and a pile of 30 Sega games! 250 others each win a Sega Genesis with Vector Man game and dinner for two at McDonald's so you can chow down while you play. To enter, get a postcard by March 12th too! Fox Kids Create a Video Game, P.O. Box 1129, Los Angeles, 90078.
Join the adventures of Batman and Robin every Saturday morning on Fox Kids and enter the Superhero Sweepstakes. 5 grand prize winners get the ultimate Sega video game package with Genesis, Game Gear, 32X, and Sega CD, plus a super pack of Sega superhero games, including The Adventures of Batman and Robin. 250 lucky others win the Adventures of Batman and Robin for either Genesis, Game Gear, or Sega CD. To enter, get us a postcard by August 10th with your name and address to Fox Kids Superhero Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 1129, Los Angeles, 90078.
Now it's your turn.
Something incredible is happening that will give Sega Genesis even more power. Game Genie now works with your Sega Genesis system in most games, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Kid Chameleon, Toe Jam, and Earl. Game Genie for Sega Genesis.
Excellent.
Game Genie, the radical video game enhancer from Galoob. More power, more speed. Go to any level, jump higher, stay bigger, live forever. Available now for Super NES.
Clam. You can eat them, or they can eat you.
Hey, Sonic, let's race for a box of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Race for the taste, the honey sweet taste of Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's the honey nutty part of this complete breakfast.
Hey, Sonic, how can I get as good as you?
Race for the taste.
Now you can collect Sega Bucks only on marked boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios. You'll get $1 back for every Sega Buck mailed in, with Sega proof of purchase and cash register receipt. So it's easier to get awesome Sega video games like Echo Tides of Time.
Now you can take Sonic around the world. Make him loop the loop, or walk the dog with this Sonic spinner only from Kellogg's Frosties. There are 4 to collect with tokens on special Frosties packs. To be this great takes Frosties.
Hi, Dad.
Where you been?
Jeff's house. New Genesis game. Kid Chameleon. 100 levels. 1,800 screens. Longest I've ever played.
That's good, son.
Every time I changed helmets, I was someone else.
That's nice, dear.
Skycutter, Cyclops, Juggernaut. I kept transforming.
Everybody's saying.
Can't. Later, Mom.
What's with him?
He's just having an identity crisis.
New Kid Chameleon, the multiple personality game, only on Sega Genesis.
Hear the sound razor-sharp adamantium claws make when they extract their revenge. They're here. Marvel's X-Men on Sega Genesis.
System to game, sold separately.
Scorpion,
to your neighborhood.
You're not the pizza guy.
Zombies ate my neighbors! Now playing on Sega Genesis and Super NES, a 55-level feeding frenzy of crime-cut creature features. Fend off bee-moving maniacs with your weed whackers, exploding soda pop, and boozy squirt gun. Save the neighbors! Or they're dead meat. Zombies ate my neighbors! From Konami.
Enter the future. Vector Man, the most revolutionary game ever for Sega Genesis. And play to win for a chance at a $25,000 grand prize. Vector Man, resistance is futile.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do? What if you don't have blast processing?
Look out! Genesis does
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free.
What Nintendo?
Buy a 16-bit Genesis system between now and October 31st and
Genesis does
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does
16-bit arcade action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does
16-bit arcade hits.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does
What Nintendo? The 16-bit Genesis system by Sega. Genesis does it all.
if you've got a Genesis, or a Game Gear, or a Sega CD, there are new Sonic games coming. As you'll see on Sonic Mania Day, they're really fast.
Quiet, please.
Yeah, right. Okay, let the big dog eat. Kaboom. Give me Freddy, Fuzzy, and the Walrus. Not that one. That one. Give me that, some of that. Oops, care for a drink? Now we're dancing. I'll take that, not that. Eat it up, baby. Yeah. How we doing? Gimme. Sorry, no gimmies. If it's in the game, it's in the game. PGA Tour Golf 2 for Sega Genesis. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Introducing Pitfall, the jungle adventure video game. Just a reminder, not everyone wins. Pitfall, the mine adventure for Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo Entertainment Systems from Activision.
Okay, so your folks may act a little weird when they see you've got Stimpy's Invention, the new Ren and Stimpy game for Sega Genesis. So tell them it's the only game where Stimpy's mutato-matic invention explodes and warps the town, spreading giant flamingos and twisted lawnmowers everywhere. And you can be Ren or Stimpy, and team up for crazy cartoon powers like the Boomerang and Chopper Pilot. Hey, it's cooler than powdered toast, man.
I just hope there's none of those disgusting hairballs.
Stimpy's Invention, new for the Sega Genesis system, each sold separately.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy squealed when I smoked him like a greasy slab of sausage.
Go, Freddy! Join Sparkster to crush the Swine Army in Konami's Rocket Knight Adventures for Sega Genesis. Unleash your animal urges with the only possum to hang with. Pigs fly with a flash of his sword and he's rocket-powered.
I love the smell of bacon in the morning.
Play Possum on Rocket Knight Adventures from Konami.
I want Earthworm Jim 2. I want Road Rash 3. I want Comic Zone. I want Primal Rage.
Hey, what you want is Sega Channel, the only gift that lets you play up to 50 video games a month as often as you want while your parents pay less than 50 cents a day. Ask for Sega Channel. If they say yes, you say...
Thank you, Mother.
Sega Channel. Get hooked in. It's a gamer's dream come true. Parents, this holiday season, call your cable company to get hooked in to Sega Channel.
The new neighbors are moving in. Maybe they'll have someone you can play with.
The only thing better than having a new Sega Genesis would be getting your hands on tons and tons of games, like Pink Panther, Disney's Beauty and the Beast, and McDonald's Treasureland Adventure.
Do you want to play Sega Genesis?
Sega Genesis and game cartridges sold separately.
At this very moment, you're being charged up to $10 more to play certain games on Super Nintendo than to play the same games on Sega Genesis. Games like Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam. Which is fine, really, if you don't mind being sucked dry.
We wanted you to know what it feels like in a Major League box. Sega's new World Series Baseball. It's more like real life.
Hey, Ricky!
Oh!
We at Sega Sports are pretty happy about the response to our new sports packs. One comes with a Genesis, NFL 94, 2 controllers, and a seat cushion. Or get one with a Game Gear, a deluxe carry-all bag, and World Series Baseball. Or pick one with a Sega CD and Joe Montana's NFL Football. And all 3 sports packs are specially priced, but they're only making a limited number, so you better get yours before things get ugly.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis, it's a whole lot more for less.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, both were fighting for Sega Third-Party Game of the Year. But Soldiers of Fortune blew them away. Soldiers of Fortune. More action, more firepower, more attitude. And Sega Third-Party Game of the Year. Available on Sega Genesis and Super NES. Game over.
Yo, he goes slow. He ain't no fool with the sonic speed. He just always cool. Sonic the Hedgehog. No fool. Come on, just show me what you got. Going fast is cool, going slow is not. Sonic the Hedgehog. No fool. Wild game, dude. Setting danger zone. You and Sonic Speed through, or you are catch, man. Sonic the Hedgehog, the hot new game from Genesis Games. Systems and games sold separately. No fool.
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun, and pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free. Act now.
Wiener Dog sweaters sold separately.
Has it got huge new zones? Yeah! Twice as big as Sonic 2? Yeah! Does it have the 3D special stage? Yeah! Do it!
New Sonic 3 is now available at a store near you. From the North Pole, 2 renegade elves leave on a mission to deliver an amazing new game that will change every Sonic game ever created for Genesis.
Not now. We're never gonna make it. We'll make it. We'll make it.
Sonic and Knuckles arriving October 18th. Maybe.
We went to the big guy. We laid the whole thing out for him. We told him we had this great idea for a new game called Sonic and Knuckles. It's Knuckles in his own game. Plus it has new technology. Lock-on technology. So you can play Knuckles in Sonic 2 and 3. It's revolutionary. He just laughed at us. So we sold the whole thing to Sega? Who's laughing now? Fat Man! Sega.
This is what it feels like. It's Sonic. It's pinball. It's new Sonic Spinball. It's faster. Sega Genesis and game cartridge sold separately.
Where do the stars of Sega Sonic 3 go when the game's over?
Sonic? Are you guys in there?
Hey, here's a hint. They're at McDonald's in the $1.99 Sonic 3 Hamburger Happy Meal. Sonic launches with a push of a button. Tails flies who knows how high. And Robotnik barely dodges disaster. There's even this sweepstakes thing where 10,000 lucky folks will win free Sonic 3 cartridges. So if you're still looking for Sonic and his friends,
I need to report a missing hedgehog.
take the kids to McDonald's, where what you want is what you get.
Sean! Sean! Lunch!
Food. Sonic the Hedgehog pasta from Franco-American. What are you playing for lunch?
Tired of the same old fun and games? Welcome, Spider-Man, X-Men, to the video game ride of your lives.
Wolverine, Spider-Man, Gambit, Cyclops.
Now on Genesis, the ultimate video game team. Are we having fun yet?
Sega Genesis. Sega introduces Spider-Man with real web-slinging action.
Give us Genesis! Genesis!
New Streets of Rage. You control 40 incredible moves.
Gotta get Genesis like nothing ever before. Genesis is so much more.
Sega Genesis gives you more real villains, hot graphics, and killer two-player action.
Genesis!
It's a whole lot more.
Genesis! Gotta get Genesis!
Welcome back to Sega Sports. Hey, we're talking baseball. Sega Genesis Sports Talk Baseball. Sandberg's facing Ryan. Here's the voice of Sports Talk Baseball.
291. High drive.
Sierra back. What a catch, baby! All the superstars are here, Dick. Canseco, Clark, Dykstra, Franco. Ripken's up. Back to the game announcer.
Inside. Ball 4.
Keep on trucking, baby. Look good to me, Dick. Don't give me any lip, buddy. You're out of here. Football is next.
The largest and hottest library of 16-bit games plays on Sega Genesis, featuring Streets of Rage, the fighting game that'll knock your socks off, with 40 individually controllable attack moves, and a neighborhood crawling with punks, muggers, and urban slime. Streets of Rage, only on the 16-bit Genesis system from Sega.
Terminator 2 with the Sega Menacer, I'm not afraid of deadly hunter killers, the indestructible T-1000, endless endoskeletons, the evil Skynet, nothing.
Bobby, come give your Aunt Bertha a big kiss.
Well, almost nothing.
An incredible mania is sweeping Fox. Tasmania is coming to Fox 5 days a week.
That's excited.
And to celebrate, we're throwing a Taz 5 Days Video Craze Sweepstakes. You could win your own one-of-a-kind Sega Genesis home interactive system and the Sega Taz Escape from Mars video game.
Taz favorite.
Plus, others win their choice of a Sega Taz Escape from Mars game cartridge. To enter, send a postcard with your name and address to Taz 5 Days Video Craze, P.O. Box 1129, Los Angeles 90078. Hurry! Entries must be in by September 15th.
He's big. He's mean. He's
The Incredible Hulk.
For your Sega Genesis, Game Gear, or Super NES system.
In level 1, the hyenas laughed at me.
10, they stopped laughing. The Lion King for Sega Genesis and Super NES systems. Game and system sold separately.
Sega.
Genesis. Yo, it's Sega's Toe Jam and Earl. The hippiness, hoppiness party that's kicking around the world. Giving it to you like it. Toe Jam and Earl is so funky, it'll make you scream.
Like nothing ever before. Genesis is so much more.
Toe Jam and Earl. Two homeboys can play a different gig every time. Go get your one and you'll be in the hand.
Genesis.
You gotta get it. It's a whole lot more. Peace.
The following contains subtitles for our non-funk speaking audience.
Yo, what up, dog? I'm here to drop some knowledge about my boys Toe Jam and who? Earl. The game's beat fresh. Bam! All that, boy. Yo, peep out my man TJ as he flex. And they go crazy, Earl, checking out the house in the hood. In other words, I highly recommend it.
Sega! Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron game and Sega Genesis each sold separately.
It's Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All-Stars. Real NHLPA players and international teams. Plus 20% larger graphics than the competition. It's the ultimate power play. Goal. The Great One. Play Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All-Stars on Sega Genesis.
You gotta play.
Welcome to the next
Said he was going to be right back. He was normally a very quiet boy.
Magneto has arrived. Only in X-Men 2 for Sega Genesis. Now 2 can play the most mutant heroes. And Magneto.
Sega!
Marvel's X-Men 2 for Sega Genesis. Hardware and game cartridge, each sold separately.
What's this magazine doing under your bed?
Get that weed whack away from my door.
String beans or baked beans?
You expect to pass this class.
Introducing the first Doom-like game for Sega. Zero tolerance. Because there's just way too much reality out there.
An oil change and a free burger with cheese.
Don't forget the ketchup.
We'll take the flip, the kick, the headbutt, and the taunt. Brr, throw in that and that. Looks good. Give me the field, too. Grab the stadiums, grab that. Do you have anything in a clothesline tackle? Good. Give me that. Give me the wave. No. Yes, we'll take that. The dive. Party time. Let's do that and that. Not that, and that. Give me that again. Timeout. If it's in the game, it's in the game. John Madden Football 93 for Super NES and Sega Genesis. Where'd that truck come from? EA Sports. It's in the game. The man, John Madden. Need I say more? Okay, I will. Football. He studies it, analyzes it, puts it in his game. Tough, real tough, full rosters. The all-Madden team. Need I say more? Okay, I will. Stats season long. In his head, in his voice, in his game. What do you want? Real players? You got it. High stats? You got it. Windowless passing? You got it. Madden, he's the man. You think John's got a big head about all this? Give me a break. The guy rides a bus to work. Madden NFL 95. The game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Jerome, Andre, Shannon, Marshall. What is this? Star Search, big name players, funky dances. Madden NFL 95, EA Sports. Hey, you think you got a game? Mine's a hard-hitting, tear-em-up, turf-eating, tight-rope walking, stick-em, let's go at it. Scud launching, end-zone dancing, trench-loving, matchup making, don't call me slow. Over-the-top, turkey leg-eating, high-flying, steam-rolling, hole-closing, go-to guy dressed in mud kind of game. You want some of that? Bring your best game. Madden NFL 96, the ultimate judge on any of these home arenas. If it's in the game, EA Sports. It's in the game. Sometimes to get to heaven, you gotta go through hell first. Try out, impress the scouts, pray you get drafted. Madden NFL 96, the ultimate judge.
story. Yeah, me and the Warriors in the locker room, skipping practice. Zoom, shooting hoop, me and Mullen. Fast break, me and Hardaway. Zoom, behind the back pass. Me and the boys, dogging it. Zooming along, playing the game. Zoom, in walks Coach Nelson. Busted. Unplugs the game. Yo, dog, bring it back. Yo, dog, bring it back. NBA Live 95. EA Sports. It's in the game. Yo, you think you got a game? Mine's a rim rockin', spin dribbling, rain making, turn styling. Try me, tipping, rebounding, fly swatting, outta here. 180, 360, tomahawk wielding, alley-ooping, crossover, behind the back passing, midair dishing, hang, and throwing it down. You know what kind of game. You want some of that? Bring your best game. NBA Live 96, the ultimate judge on any of these home arenas. If it's in the game, EA Sports, it's in the game. NBA Showdown 94 for Sega Genesis and Super NES. If it's in the game, EA Sports. It's in the game.
NFL Football 94 starring Joe Montana features an all-new passing game, speed bursts, and real players. So how far did Sega go to understand these real players? Maybe too far. NFL Football 94 from Sega Sports.
Hey, sports fans, what makes Sega Genesis' new Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk Football the most realistic? Simple. They're the only ones who put in a continuous play-by-play announcer. Let's go to the action.
First and 10. Back to pass. Better hurry. Puts it up. Intercepted. First down. Montana back to pass. Throws. Going deep. Wide open. Payday.
Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk Football.
It's a whole lot more.
A goalie stones you cold all night. All of a sudden you catch a pass on the tape, and you turn the stone wall into a sieve. NHL 94 for Sega Genesis and Super NES. One-timers, cold streaks, oh yeah, hot streaks. If it's in the game, EA Sports. It's in the game. Today on The Joy of Cooking, how to smoke a puck. Take 12 guys, tough, dress them heavily, put them on ice. Take 1 puck, drop it, add sticks, add skates, mix on high speed. 2 parts drop pass, 3 parts fake shot. Equal parts velocity, speed, and adrenaline. Stuff some ouch, add 210 pounds of hip check, then top it off with a blistering slapper. Voila, smoked puck. Dig in, NHL 95. EA Sports, it's in the game. NHL 96 has stonewalling new goalie moves. You'll probably need to change the way you shoot. NHL 96, bring your best game. I'm not a shot. I'm not a shot. I'm not a shot. I am not a shot. Just kidding. Fake shots. NHL 95.